everything will stay the same. Now my heart feel like December when somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will one day. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. But everything gon' be alright, only the constant say. Here's to the ones that we got, cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back, memories bring back. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, and I felt all the hatred was too powerful to stop. Now my heart feel like an ember, and it's not enough to die. I'll carry these torches for you, and you know I'll never drop. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. But everything gon' be alright, only the constant say. Here's to the ones that we got, cheers to the wish you were here but you're not. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones here today, toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back, memories bring back.
Soulja Boy tough. Soulja Boy, I been it. Why me crack?
Please allow me to recognize our guest this morning. Abang iglesia ma school, e bolsve el shoga tirgel tiria togubet sel okyak sang del altutau. Amlame obanget arab oraidung yowel toribiong. Tiregel mlame banget a Mr. Kevin Kirk el nga keynote speaker el altutau. Tiregel messenger tirgal ngal gara school ralong tru matal school. Tiregel banget the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Dale Jenkins. Director Banget, Ms. Aida Argoy Kilcullen, Director of Curriculum and Instructions, Ministry of Education. Director Banget, Mr. Ray Maol, Director of Administration, Ministry of Education. Director Banget, Relal Tutau, a Principal Ergid, PSL Principal Ergid, Alan T. Marbo. Director Lobanget, a Principal Ergid, Maristela High School, Maristela School, Jose Ise. Director Lobanget, a former Principal Ergid Mindszenty, Miss Elisita Morey. Director Lobanget, Relal Tutau, a former Principal Ergid Mindszenty, Miss Lynn Poloy. Director Banget Relal Tutau, ang ngira Miss Kasue Joseph, lomteer ngiraybay Blessam Memorial Fund Scholarship. Director Banget, His Excellency, Ambassador John Hennessy Neeland, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary for United States of America. Director Banget, Her Excellency Madam Vice President Udu Sangabaw Senior, a Director Parent. Director Banget, Honorable Senator Andrew Tabalwal. Director Banget, Mr. Matthew Rudim, Board Member. Director Banget, Miss Priscilla Sualablay, Mindszenty High School Board Member. Director Banget, Mr. Isaac Suala Dao, Mindszenty High School Board Member. Director Banget at ang akal Senator Garay Mariur, Senate. Director Banget, Abe Trubak, Raklay Paong Irmang. Director Banget, Her Excellency Ambassador Jessica Lee, Republic of China, Taiwan. Director Banget at Japan Embassy. Adilagalabangged, Honorable Miss Maya Hiwakara, Sharsi the Affairs, Siaba at Japan Embassy. Diragalabangged, Miss Kana Oga, Administrative Staff, Japan Embassy. Awera domu ulit tangari ardia kalau dengan lil toy abin sere tokora Latin elwase kadamo kokak elmongangu kota sabe elwin erselngi aga amal bedeb kal malaringi siang clear tirgal ngal ka elngilu sera polomu longetiul school.
Ungil tutal mar kami rokoy. Kamal masal mertel ongeim maelol el commencement exercise Mindszenty High School. Ako lingit badador. Yakmo modangi ang yamang tuor malme mabalbos kid ang lungo el altal sig. Sulang yang mo. Tolmol Meldor, Ebodo Vuntrir, Arvin Sere, El Mingitakra National Anthem. Sa la bandera ng Arbelaw. Kaman musulang yung senior. Pumdang ok. Ngil tutaw. Nga kaliat sa ngapaw. El incoming SPA President. Ang Master of Ceremonies. El al tutaw. El altam. Yak mo madongi. Gen mo amrik. El SPA President. Ang maskid, welcoming remarks. Miss Isero Williander. Amsulang nga isero. Elang, akuk mo mga dongi, amis omay Philibert, mang memel shotay rar commencement speaker gid. Miss Philibert.
Good morning, everyone. This morning, I have been given the honor of introducing our distinguished guest and commencement speaker. Our commencement speaker of Norwegian Italian descent was born a long time ago in a place far, far away in Manuelito, New Mexico, which had a population of 9. He was born as the youngest of 2 at a trading post next to the Navajo Indian Reservation, where he spent most of his childhood. He attended elementary school and high school in Gallup, New Mexico, and he graduated in 1969. He attended the University of New Mexico, where he graduated in 1973 with degrees in political science and chemistry, magna cum laude. He wanted to be a geologist, but ended up going to law school instead. He eventually graduated in 1976 from the University of New Mexico Law School. After having practiced law for 2 years and becoming bored with it, he joined the Peace Corps and came to Palau in 1978 as a lawyer for the Public Defender's Office. There he worked with Mr. Johnson Toribio and many other skilled people. In 1979, during the Trust Territory era, he moved across the hall and became district attorney for the District of Palau. He met his future Palauan wife, and they got married in 1981. They then moved to Saipan for 3 years, where he worked as an assistant attorney general for the Trust Territory, which meant that he traveled from district to district in the Trust Territory to do his work. In 1983, he and his wife returned to Palau, where he opened his private practice of law. He has 3 daughters, all of whom are alumni of Mindszenty High School, and in June of this year, he will be celebrating his 44th year in Palau. He never failed to amuse us with his humor and to show his compassion for our class. And since he was someone who experienced firsthand all the changes Palau went through, he truly he was knowledgeable in his field to the point he would correct our Swiss book at times. Although some of his quizzes and tests were rather difficult, he always made sure to teach in a way each and every one of us would understand the lesson, and gave us the energy to do so by giving us chocolate in class. He took time out of his schedule to get personal with each of us, that he came to know our ambitions, goals, and passions. He didn't just stop there. He went further by helping each of us achieve them. He wrote our recommendation letters for college. He donated books to our school, and because of his office space and fast Wi-Fi, we were able to attend close-up. We want to thank him for all the chocolate kisses, donuts, mini burgers, $5 airtimes, and knowledge he gave us. And a little bit of a fun fact, this will actually be his second commencement speech, as when he was president of the Gallup High School Honor Society, he gave the students' commencement speech at his own graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, please join my classmates and I in welcoming our commencement speaker, Mr. Kevin Kirk. Sulam.
Good morning. Thank you, Omai, for the wonderful introduction. She previewed her introduction to me the other night and left out a lot of things that she said today. But it was a good speech. Full disclosure though, although Omai is no longer one of my students, I'm still her uncle. And when she's not in school, she's my employee. And so she pretty much has to say good things about me, true or not. And I heard from your laughter that you all noticed how she omitted telling you the year I was born. I am truly honored to have been asked. I am truly honored to have been asked to deliver this speech today. You'll have to excuse me sitting on this stool. I've had a recent problem with my back, and I need to do that. I can't stand for a long period of time. In any event, I'm truly honored to have been asked by the Mindszenty class of 2022. The Mindszenty senior class to give this commencement speech. A very famous man, known for his eloquence, his ability, and his joy in making speeches. Honestly, he just liked to hear himself talk. Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Great Britain during World War II, once started his remarks to his audience by saying, "I'm going to make a long speech today. I haven't had time to write a short one." Not very original, but Mr. Churchill was known for making speeches, long speeches, very long speeches. The kind of speeches where you have to stand up afterwards to get the blood circulating in your legs. You can relax. I had time to write this speech, so your backsides are safely happy covered, so to speak. It's a common practice, not only here in Palawan, just about everywhere that I've ever attended a ceremony like this one, for the speaker to start by recognizing various public officials and dignitaries in the audience. Well, I'm going to honor that practice, but with a slight twist, apparently. First, I want to recognize the most important. No offense intended to any of you out there, but today I want to start by recognizing first those people whom we are here to celebrate and honor. These young men and women sitting over here on my right. My kids, graduating today, seniors of the MHS going to twist around a little bit here. Good morning, guys. Relax. No test today. But please do listen. Pay attention. There is an audience out there. This speech is mostly for you. I'll be talking to you. It's the last chance for you to learn and need is prepared, so to speak. Good to see you all together again in one place. Congratulations. Next, I want to recognize my former colleagues, the faculty and staff of MHS, the hard-working people who have patiently and successfully guided these graduating seniors through 4 years of high school to this day, to this gym, to this stage. Now, some of you are probably wondering why Kevin Kirk is standing before you, or rather sitting before you, delivering the speech. Why I was asked by the class of 2022 to give the speech. In the spring of 2020, soon after the beginning of the COVID pandemic lockdown, I was asked by Father John Paul if I would consider teaching American and Palauan civics to the then junior class of MHS. We all know how difficult that period was. We all lived through it. No one could leave Palau. No one could come to Palau. No one could come to Palau to replace the retiring teachers to fill the vacancies. So I briefly considered Padre JP's request, perhaps too briefly looking back on it. But being the foolhardy Catholic boy that I am, I volunteered. I quickly found out just how hardworking the faculty and staff of MHS really are. Teaching high school kids. Teaching these high school kids. My kids. Well, it was a tough job. So I don't use the words hardworking very lightly. So good morning to all the faculty and staff, my colleagues of MHS. Good to see you again, and thank you for your hard work. Now, I would be irresponsible if I didn't recognize another very important group of people here today. To some, perhaps the most important group here today. The parents, the guardians of the Vincere senior class of Mindszenty High School, the 2022 senior class. Being the parent of the 3 daughters who graduated from MHS, suffice it to say that I know how hard you have worked to get your kids here today. 12, maybe 13 years, hard work, maybe more if they went to preschool. Every day having to say, hey, get up. I'm not going to tell you again, it's time. Or, hurry, eat your breakfast. We're getting ready to go. Did you get your homework? Don't forget your books. Before I open this principle, is there anything you want to tell me? Sound familiar? Yeah, I'm sure it does. So, congratulations to you parents, too. Truly, you are heroes today. Be proud. Be proud. And so now I revert to the custom and recognize the dignitaries. The Vice President Senior, she's here today. She's the proud parent of one of my students, one of the graduating students today. My recognition of all the ministers and other government officials here. There's so many of you, I'm not going to list each one of them. My recognition of the senators and delegates from the OEK who might be here. And last, but certainly not least, my recognition of the traditional leaders of Palau who are here today. Special consideration, a special shout out to Reklai Bao, whose son, Nirmang, is also one of the graduating seniors today. So, dignitaries, please excuse me. You are all important. I taught my kids just how important you are to their lives. It's just not today, okay? Finally, certainly, I have to say, and this is, the last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles, relatives and friends, people who just may have walked in off the street trying to find out what was going on in here. Good morning. It's good that you can all be here to support these young, worthy people in celebrating their achievements. Commencement speech. And that's what I've been asked to deliver today. When you think about it, a commencement is perhaps a funny word to describe a speech that is being given at a ceremony where we were really celebrating an ending of sorts. We're celebrating the end of 12 hard years of constant effort. Constant effort of reading, listening, studying, sweating out the results of civic tests, and constant effort to be here and receive their diplomas today. When I graduated from my high school and was handed my diploma, I remember thinking, and before any of you start talking smack, I do remember back that far, okay? I do. But I remember saying, I'm finished. Oh, finally I'm finished, thank God. I can see some of your heads nodding in agreement, some of my kids here nodding in agreement, but I was also kind of looking at the audience and I saw some of you too. Brings back. Anyhow, guys, this means to start, not to finish. But on a day like today, commencement is a double-edged word, not a double-edged sword, but a double-edged word. Today, we are not only celebrating a finishing, but also a starting, a beginning, a commencing. At the baccalaureate mass yesterday, Father Dominic used a word that I had been searching for when I first wrote this speech, but I just couldn't put my finger on. The word he used was transition, and that's a good word. We are celebrating here today a transition from what was before to what is ahead. The transition from finishing to a commencing. So guys, today is definitely it's the start of a new passage in your lives. You've completed many passages in your life so far: infancy, early childhood, preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, puberty and hormones. Getting your driver's license, right? That was a passage. And the passage through high school that we're celebrating today. It's a passage that you should be proud of, but you need to appreciate that you're on the cusp of starting another much longer passage. In fact, many passages that will comprise the rest of your lives. The theme that you chose for today's graduation is from the Bible, Romans 8:37. In all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. And that's an appropriate verse for this class. You may have read on the invitations or on the program, or you've heard me say it today. In fact, it's right here in big, bold letters. This is the Mindszenty senior class. Mindszenty in Latin, in Italian, means to conquer. It's the verb, to conquer. There was a very famous Latin phrase attributed to Julius Caesar. In fact, it was on a plaque during his victory parade after his victory over the kingdom of Pontus in 46 BC. The sign said, Vini, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. That's what this class has come here today. That's how they've arrived here today. They came, they saw, they conquered. So what were the things that this Bible verse was referring to? What things were conquered by these people of the Bible through their faith in Christ? Well, if you read a couple of verses earlier, Romans 8:35, the Bible poses the question, what will separate us from the love of Christ? Will anguish, or distress, or persecution, or famine, or nakedness, or peril, or the sword? These were the things. And the answer then was no. In all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. To conquer means to defeat. And that's the literal meaning. But the meaning of this verse, to be more than conquerors, is more than that. It means that we face the trials and tribulations of life with the certainty that we are not alone. We have a mighty Father, a God who fights for us and stands by us. So sits before you today a class who has conquered many things to get to where they are. But perhaps even more importantly, this is a class that through their theme is saying that they will continue to conquer the things that they will have to confront as they go through the various passages of their lives. And that they will do. They will defeat and overcome these things. They will defeat the things that confront them, not only because of their intellect, their skill, their hard work and perseverance, the things that they learned in school, particularly in your civics class, but because of their faith in God. So, riffing on this class scheme, I'm going to talk to you today, kids, about, at least for the next few minutes, remember this is not a long speech, but I'm going to talk to you about not only what you have conquered, but also about what things, what trials and tribulations, what you will have to look forward to, what else you can expect to have to conquer in the years to come. And then I'll talk to you about some things to keep in mind to help you, along with your faith in God, to overcome the obstacles that life gives you. Now, I could have just as easily started this speech by telling you how beautiful your life is going to be, how the world is this oyster that's just waiting for you to pry it open and find the pearl inside, and that everything is going to be hunky-dory, great. But you know me. You know Mr. Kirk. That's not Mr. Kirk. And more importantly, if you learned anything from me in civics, you know that's not how the world works. Now, I'm not saying that none of you will find the oyster with the pearl. Some of you will. Some of you will likely seed beyond your wildest expectations, my wildest expectations. But all of you need to approach the rest of your lives with a level head, knowing that there will be some of those things, or at least similar things, that you'll have to conquer. So, what I'm going to speak about next it's not an original analogy. In fact, it's probably an overused cliche, but at least it's easy to understand. Life is truly like a journey along a road, the road of life. Now, you've probably already heard that before. You've traveled part of that road of life to get to where you are today. But I'm here to tell you that the road is still there, and that you have a lot more of it to travel. And you need to understand the journey on the road of life is not a choice. Once you're born, you're on it, and you have to travel it until you reach the destination. God's grace is that all of our lives are unique, so everyone's journey on the road is different, except for one thing: the destination. the destination is the same for all of us. It can be a long journey, but sometimes it's shorter than we would like, and sadly, we arrive at our destination early, and our journey is over. The prayer of Moses, Psalm 90, one of my favorite parts of the Bible, says that 70 is the sum of our years, or 80 if we are strong. Let's all hope for that. But we simply have no idea of how long we're going to live, how long our journey will last, how long our road will be. Also, this road of life has a lot of forks in it. You'll reach one of those forks and you'll have to decide which one to take. Should I go left? Should I go left? Should I go right? Sometimes you'll choose wrong, and the fork that you choose will terminate in a dead end, and you'll have to retrace your steps and go back to where you began and take another route. Going forward, you're going to be faced with many choices. What branch in the road should I take? I mean, you're already facing those choices right now. Should I go to college? Which college? What should I study? Should I skip college and just get a job? Where? What do I want to do? What am I trained to do? What can I do? Should I join the military? These questions illustrate the forks in the road that I speak of. For instance, after considering and applying to several colleges, you get accepted at the college of your dreams, only to find out when you've been there for a year or so that it's not the college you dreamed it would be. Maybe you don't like the professors, or maybe you don't like the city where the college is located, or maybe you've changed your mind about what you want to study and your college doesn't offer a degree in that field. Or maybe it gets too expensive to continue attending it. So you have to find a different school, a school that better fits your needs. Maybe even a school that you considered and rejected before. The fork in the road you chose not to take, so to speak. So you'll have to retrace your steps and take a different fork in the road along the road of life. And then sometimes, and this is perhaps the most frequent thing, you'll be cruising along, enjoying your life, and suddenly you'll hit a pothole in the road, and something will break, and you'll have to interrupt your journey to fix it before your journey can commence again. Maybe you'll leave Palau. Maybe you'll move, for instance, to the United States. You meet an important, a very wonderful person. You fall in love, you get married, and you make plans for life. You get a good job, you have children. All is going great. And then you're stricken with an illness. Or your employer goes bankrupt and you lose your job. Or maybe your spouse, God forbid, dies. Or your parents living back here in Palau, they're getting old and they need someone to take care of them. And out of love, you come home to do just that and interrupt your journey. So there will be potholes that need fixing, and they'll delay your journey, but the journey will have to start again. Remember, there's no choice. The road of life will still be there waiting for you to begin your journey again. It's always there until you reach your destination. Now, I hope that I haven't brought you down too far and bummed you out over what I've been talking about for the last few minutes. But these forks and potholes in the road of life are exactly the sorts of things that you will have to conquer going forward. They are the sorts of things that the people of the Bible rejected because of and conquered because of their faith in the one who loved them. And now for the upbringing aspects of this speech, the platitudes. You know, a platitude is a saying or a phrase that's been used so often that people no longer find it interesting. And that doesn't mean a platitude isn't true or that it's meaningless. In fact, I think that platitudes are used often because they are true because they contain a great deal of truth. They actually tell you something that you should know. And one of my favorites, and the one I'd like you to think about today, is the only impossible goal is the one you never pursue. Although there will be obstacles along the road of life, no goal is impossible. The only impossible one is the one you never choose to pursue. So as long as the goal is realistic, let's be realistic. Your goal has to be realistic. And as long as you put in an honest effort without giving up, you can accomplish anything in your lives. Make a plan, a step-by-step plan. Tie it to your goal. And then let your determination motivate you to reach each milestone of the plan. And the possibilities are endless once you find the courage in you to start. Now, another good platitude is, dreams can become a reality when you work hard for them. I've used those words a lot today, work hard. It's a very important thing to do in your life. Nothing happens by accident. Everything requires planning, perseverance, and hard work. Don't let the fear of failure or these challenges, these things stop you. Use them as stepping stones. Learn from them and try to continue to go forward on the road of life. The next platitude that I really love, I do. The perfect time doesn't exist. A perfect moment doesn't exist. In other words, now is the perfect time to begin something that leads you towards your goal. You know, despite having ambitions, goals, and dreams, really only a small percentage of people are able to begin their journey to achieve those goals, while others end up waiting, some of them their entire lives, for the right moment. You know, we really only exist at this moment, at the moment we are experiencing. That's all we have. The past and the future are just memories and illusions, dreams. So take responsibility for yourself. Take responsibility for your goals and dreams. You should in any case take responsibility because it's only you who has the power to change your life or to make those things happen that lead you to your goals. We define our outcomes entirely by how we react to failure. Either we give up or we learn from failure and try again. So your attitude and resilience to failure will define everything in your lives. It's possible for anyone to achieve great success. Almost everyone really has the same opportunities. But what makes successful people stand out are their commitment and their willpower to keep trying when things don't go as planned. So learn to get comfortable with the challenges and difficulties that are going to confront you as you go through life. Let them test your patience, but let them help you reach your full potential. Don't lose hope and keep doing your best and working hard, because that's what matters most. Remember that success or failure is just a phase of our life's journey, or phases of our life's journey. They define nothing. They're byproducts of the journey. Successes and failures both have their own importance, and they both teach us something, valuable lessons. Success teaches us humility and gratitude. And failure teaches us self-reflection and persistence. I've had my successes in life, I've had my failures. But I can tell you that success cannot exist without failure, and vice versa. Failure cannot exist without attempting to be successful. This isn't a long speech, some closing notes. Guys, if you learn anything from me, I hope you learn that to be a good citizen. And that's what civic's all about, is an attempt to teach you how to be a good citizen. But to be a good citizen, one of the most important things that you have to be informed. You have to read. You have to sample a wide range of opinions. If you use YouTube, fine. If you read it in newspapers, fine, but sample. Read opinions that you like, read opinions that you don't like. You have to know history. And you have to follow current events. You have to form your own opinions from all of this information that you gather. Don't just parrot the opinions of others, no matter how many other people have that opinion, or no matter how much you respect the person who has the same opinion that you're parroting. Form your own opinions. And when you form your informed opinion, don't forget that it never hurts to listen to someone who has a different opinion. Listen. Really listen. Don't just wait for them to finish so you can state your opinion, but listen, because there's always another side to be heard, and you just might learn something. You just might change your opinion. Staying abreast of current events is necessary, as current events shape the world we're living in today. Palau is no longer the isolated, languid island out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that I arrived at in 1978. Palau is, for better or worse, inextricably tied to the outside world. And what happens in the outside world affects us here. You wonder about why prices are getting so high? Outside world. And finally, history. History in particular is invaluable in forming your informed opinions. How many times did you hear me say during class, those who don't know history, who cannot remember the past, are condemned to repeat it? You remember that? Yeah. Read history. Learn history. Things are happening in our world today. If you follow current events, things are happening in our world today that have happened in the past. It seems that we never learn, and perhaps are condemned to repeat, especially the bad parts of history. So today you can be truly proud of what you have accomplished. I'm sure your parents and relatives are equally proud. As I've said, I consider you my own kids. The picture that you took with me at the last day of your class is on the table right next to the picture of my kids. I'm proud of you being my kids. I'm proud of you. You impress me with your intellect. Admittedly, some impress me more than others, but you impress me with your effort. Again, admittedly, some more than others. You impress me with the support you gave each other. And particularly, you impress me with the respect you showed to me. Except for the few times you fell asleep on your desk. I'm looking at some of you now. You know who you are, okay? So keep your head up high so the audience doesn't know who you are. I'm proud that I played a small part in getting you up on this stage today. You know, I also want to thank all of you. You taught me as much as I hope I taught you. As a person gets older, and particularly somebody like me in my line of work as a lawyer, you see a lot of the worst sides of people, and you become cynical. You lose faith. But your youth and enthusiasm has given me hope for the future. And frankly, it's restored my faith in mankind. Thank you. Now, I have a few more closing remarks, but before I give those, I'd like to make a presentation. Taka, are you still president of your class? Could you come down, please? As I said, I'm grateful to you. And as a small token of my gratitude, I have a monetary contribution to make to the Mindszenty Vincere senior class of 2022. Use it wisely, okay? I mean, you can use it for your party that's coming up. I mean, you can buy the beer. I mean, you can buy the soft drinks. You can buy the soft drinks. You can give it to the high school again. You know that they need it. No? Okay. It's yours. You decide what you want to do with it. So here you go. Thank you very much. You're welcome very much. Don't look in it now because it's really cesero do. You know, volunteer teachers work for free, and so we don't have a lot of money. So I know you. I know each and every one of you. You're my kids. And as sure as I'm standing here today, or again, actually sitting here today, I'm sure that you will overcome whatever things you encounter. You have the skill, you have the intellect, and with a little hard work and perseverance at the end of your journey of life, I'm sure that you'll be able to say, in all these things, I conquered through him who loved me. So I'm going to close with another quote from the prayer of Moses, Psalm 90. At its very end, Moses seeks the blessing of God, saying, fill us at daybreak with your mercy, that all our days we may sing for joy. Make us glad as many days as you have humbled us, for as many years as we have seen trouble. Show your deeds to your servants, your glory to their children. May the favor of the Lord our God be ours. Prosper the work of our hands. Prosper the work of our hands. And so my wish for you to God today is prosper the work of the hands of my kids. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin Kirk. Elaang Erwin Sere, amo itakli a klasong.
Please excuse the technology difficulties with the old people here.
Kamsulang yung seniors. Pamnongok. Ang ako lingit ra Mr. Paul Cruz, Senior Class Moderator, Malame Mabolodershi, Award and Mara Valedictorian, ra Class of 2022. Yakma Madongi, Mr. Takami Magab Andreas, Malamay, Nango, then ay,
Hello? All right. So, Milto Tao and good morning, everybody. As already mentioned, and I want to make a correction, my name is Takami Magaib Agitaya. I am the proud son of Rechis Agitaya and Maria Lina Vasilius. These two specific people, they are my first family always. Now these 36 amazing young people behind me, this is my second family. The class of 2022, Vincere, we the conquerors. Man, who would have thought they would have made it this far? You know, even before I even truly began my freshman year, I've thought and dreamt of this day countless times. Where do I even begin? Well, of course, the first thing that I want to do, I want to give God His credit due. I thank the big guy upstairs for allowing me to be a part of all of you guys' lives. My story with you all actually began a little bit late. As some of you may remember, I was one of the last persons to show up for summer boot camp. Never would I have thought that I'd call these new people my brothers, my sisters, my prom date, my soulmate, family and friends. I'll never forget showing up for class that first day, then begging for a pen and a loose leaf because I had nothing on me. I think this was where it all started for me. From there, I began to open up to everyone and learn to go out of my comfort zone. I learned not just to hang out with I learned to make bonds with each and every one of them. We then had our CSPs, a retreat, and how can I forget the countless fundraisers that we hosted? Now we're here, standing on this stage, graduating, and we're about to go our separate ways. To you, my Cardinals ex Vincere, know that no matter what, to me, we'll still be friends forever. Now, to the two most loving and caring people in my world, Mom and Dad, Umaral Masulang. I'm sure you both know how I feel right now, and I hope that you guys feel just as happy, thrilled, excited, as somewhat scared as I am. Kung di matingay ikal nga rarangok. Tandekal sab'e kalooti malubak tulig. Ikam di matingay wasa kumbati ka rarangok. You both are the biggest reason why I get to stand here and give this speech. I wouldn't even be standing here if it wasn't for you guys. For that, Pop, Mom, no matter where you guys are, and wherever I am about to go, just know that I will always be your son. And I definitely did not forget all of you who I am so lucky and blessed to call my second mothers and my second fathers. Please know that you all hold a very special place in my heart. No one compares to you guys. I hope that one day when I grow up to be somebody, I wish that I'd be as caring and compassionate as you all were to me. I'll always keep in me how each and every one of you, despite your very busy lives, made the time to help me to grow and develop into the person I am today. Thank you all for making sure that I ate well, I was safe wherever I went, and for being there for me. I may not be your kid, but understand that you guys make me feel as if I am. For that, I'm eternally grateful to each and every one of you. To our Mindszenty family, some true cardinals. The teachers, the principal, the faculty and staff, the administration, the board, the underclassmen, Toluk. Thank you for molding and disciplining my classmates and I, so we too may stand here as proud graduating cardinals of Mindszenty High School. I hope that one day we too may be an inspiration for the next set of cardinals to come. And as my last parting message to you, my classmates, let me just say, I am so proud and I am happy for each and every one of you. I appreciate all the good and the bad things that we've done as a class. Vincere, my second family. Let me just say that in this 4 years' time, I've gotten to the point where I can truly say, I love you all. As we leave this gym, this better not be a goodbye, but rather a pong mauru. When we march out of here, let's get out and conquer this world. Abang makarang. Thank you all.
Komeng taka agitaya. Velutop shaklal prat mataka. Alsitikal maatob, engarnya bebil, edakal dilbol nga diploma ay marko. Tadiak kan mong may, abebil a padingil, ango. Maelaang, ako madongi, a senior class moderator, Teacher Paul Cruz, my senior teacher, Santi Asunuma, my member low ice, ay galango ko to.
The commencement exercise has an official photographer. We would ask everyone that the school will provide all the official pictures and that only one person will be standing there taking pictures. The mission statement for Mindszenty High School is to nurture the development of our students spiritually, intellectually, morally, socially, and physically in a Palawan cultural context so that they may better live out their Catholic faith and answer the Christian call to service. The Mindszenty High School Commencement Awards recognize senior students who have used their talents to demonstrate the following values in an exemplary way. May I now ask Principal Alan Marbo to step forward and hand out the awards. Perfect attendance goes to a senior who had never had a day of absence in school or late. We all know that they were all absent because of the pandemic. So this year, there's no perfect attendance award. The Profile Award, each quarter, teachers evaluate students' development in showing the values of responsibility, concern for others, integrity, and initiative. The Profile Award for character development goes to a student who has demonstrated the 4 profile values, judged by their profile average over the past 4 years. The year's Profile Award goes to Mr. Takami Makab Agitaya. Mr. Bibak Tommy Basilius. Miss Arenka Ayana Omayrungul, Philibert. Mr. Raj Minor Mot Gibson. Mr. Alishay Telmatang Henry. Miss Terue Losiang Howard. Mr. Ruete Jeter Mutsuo. Miss Alea Kiyoko Brind Ngirutang. Miss Julia Choco Paloy. Miss Mary Joy Serrano. Mr. Alonzo Sumor. Miss Kristen Nadigues Takao. Mr. Kengits Ngirmang Tuur. Miss Iseko Tami Williander. Next award, Perseverance Award. This award goes to students who have shown commendable perseverance, grit, and stick-to-itness in all school-related activities. The Perseverance Award is given to Miss Constance Clamiol Anastasio. Mr. Strive Gerald. Mr. Raj Minor Mot Gibson. Miss Tewala Obo Kumangay. Mr. Christopher Johansson Moses. Mr. Holden Marau Rulug. Mr. Alec Senior. Mr. Alonso Sumor. Miss Patsy Singo Sway. Miss Ariana Olbatalel Talay. Mr. Stanislaus Felix Talay. Miss Alia Emiko Urasidi. Next award, Leadership Award. The Leadership Award goes to students who have actively and cooperatively shown the spirit of leadership, who is able to initiate positive activities not only for the improvement of the class, but also for the whole school community, and who is able to involve other students to participate as well. The Leadership Award is given to someone who makes the right decisions, has the respect of his or her peers, and has given them guidance both by word and by examples. This year's Leadership Award is given to Mr. Takami Makab Agitaya. Miss Celine Buiktil Baltao. Mr. Alicia Talmatang Henry. Miss Humigo Dirata Gabgol. Miss Kriste Ngadigas Takao. Mr. Kengich Ngirmang Tour. Miss Isego Tami Williander. Next awards, the Sport Award, goes to student or students with GPA of 2.5 or above and who participate in 3 or more sports in the Interscholastic League during the school year. This year's Sports Award goes to Mr. Takami Makab Agitaya. Mr. Bibak Tommy Basilius. Miss Adenka Ayana Omayrungul Philibert. Mr. Ian Francisco. Miss Terwe Loisiang Howard. Miss Cleo Naomi Mad. Mr. Wete Chiter Mutsuo. Miss Alia Kiyoko Sabrain Ngirutang. Miss Julia Choco Paloy. Mr. Frankie Niroro Ramon. Miss Kristen Rodriguez Takao. Miss Lolmei Awesome Wong. Miss Isego Tammy Williander. The next award is associated with sports. This special sport award is given to students who have distinguished themselves by demonstrating acts of sportsmanship, ethical behavior, display the utmost respect for school sports by leading by example of positive fan involvement and support in and out of the competition setting. This year's Special Sports Award goes to Mr. Raymond Akio. Miss Celine Bugtil Baltao. Miss Humigo Dirata Gabgol. Miss Patsy Singo Sway. Singego. The next award, Athlete of the Year award, goes to students who have demonstrated exemplary sportsmanship, great commitment to sports through the entire 4 years in Mindszenty High School. The student has not only shown outstanding performances in Mindszenty cross-country and volleyball team, but also have played a great role in leading the school to championship competitions in the last 4 years. More importantly, winning 3 cross-country championships for the Cardinals. This year's Top Athlete Award goes to Mr. Raz Minor Mot Gibson. Mr. Alishay Telmatang Henry. The next award are for Robotics Award. Mindszenty High School, Purpoise Robotics, and Coral Reef Research Foundation helped one another to promote robotics program here in Palau. For completing the Introduction to Mechatronics course, the robotics students will receive a certificate of completion. For one's commendable performance in the MHS robotic class for the school year 2021-2022, the Robotics Award goes to Mr. Takami Makaib Agitaya. Mr. Bibak Tommy Basilius. Miss Celine Bugtil Baltao. Mr. Ian Francisco. Mr. Strife Gerald. Mr. Alicia Telmatang Henry. Mr. Suryor Birens Mangidab. Mr. Christopher Johansson Moses. Mr. Jeremy Droteo Olgril. Miss Jubilee Wilbung Olgril. Mr. Frankie Ngiroro Ramon. Mr. Alonso Sumor. Miss Patsy Singego Sway. Mr. Kengits Ngirmang Tuur. Miss Alia Emiko Urasiri. Mr. Chantit Kel Watanabe. Next awards, Most Improved Award. Most Improved Award is earned by a student from each class who has shown the most progressive improvement in academics during the school year. The winner of this year's Most Improved Award is Mr. Christopher Johansson Moses. Miss Mary Joy Serrano. Miss Patsy Singego Sway. Next, School Spirit Award is a recognition of outstanding and dedicated service to both school and church community. This award of a Spirit Award goes to Mr. Takami Magaib Agitaya. Miss Celine Buiktil Baltao. Mr. Alicia Telmatang Henry. Miss Humiko Diratao Kabgol. Miss Cleo Naomi Mad. Mr. Suryor Birens Mangidab. Miss Chloe Tumakreng Ngiratrang. Miss Jubilee Wilbung Olgaril. Miss Julia Choco Paloy. Mr. Kengits Ngirmang Tuur. We now move to the academic awards. The norms for the honor roll are A, effort grades of ones, which is the best, or twos for all 4 quarters. B, profile grades of ones or twos for all 4 quarters. And C, has not been on disciplinary probation or suspension. Third honors, in addition to the above criteria, students who attain third honor has an average of 3.0 or above for the school year, with no grade below C+. For the senior year, third honors is awarded to Mr. Bibak Tommy Basilius. Miss Teola Obo Gumangay. Mr. Wete Chiter Mutuo. Miss Chloe Tumakreng Ngiratrang. Miss Alia Emiko Urasiri. Second honors. In addition to the above criteria, students who have attained second honors have an average of 3.3 or above for the school year, with no grade below B-. For senior year, second honors is awarded to Mr. Kengits Ngirmang Tuur. First honors. In addition to the above criteria, students who've attained first honors have an average of 3.5 or above for the school year, with no grade below B. For senior year, first honors goes to Miss Terue Losiang Howard. Miss Alia Kiyoko Sabrain Ngirutang. Miss Julia Choco Paloy. Mr. Alonso Sumor. Next award, General Excellence Award. This award may be earned by a student who excels in school spirit and Christian attitude, has an academic average of 3.5 or above, with no quarterly grade below B, has effort and profile average of ones and twos, perseveres in studies and in other school activities, perform service beyond what is required and has the approval of the majority of the faculty and administration. For senior year, the General Excellence Award goes to Mr. Takami Makaib Agitaya. Miss Arenka Ayana Omayrungul Philibert. Mr. Alice Telmatang Henry. Miss Kristen Adix Tagawo. Miss Isego Tami Willander. Thank you and congratulations to the students who received the awards. A school level all of the sea, ang ngal gara school. And di tangari to ubets. El mong mayang ugod. El mlara alad. Malubit tederaad el ngarablu. El umral mo aklisi el abelwad. La taraklipsei au tiraklas askulira ng algid. El arak etirgagid el tagubets el ngalga among may gagid el ngugod. El scholarship. There are those in the community, organizations, and individuals who believe in education as the true development for our nation. They will give the esteemed scholarships for the following students. Senator Mariur, armaklol ada wase sel meteng lawak nungel tialul, engol hotel wase kadam lam edaol, tirgal ngalgit. Ulingit mahal at talgibel oilia ul, el mogegre dol molm. Vincere. The show must go on. Elang akmo ontira ngelom teera Blessam Memorial Scholarship Miss Kazue Joseph el memang mo present Ersel Award.
Alay, malungil total mera kami rokoy. Matakubat silungil total almortirakal graduates, MHS class of 2022. Ang klaka kasuwat Joseph, matme waranguk, el ngartialom tera tulungal karablasam ngiraybay, mo present artial momong 7th Blasam Ngiraybay Memorial Scholarship. Ako tagimal merang asulir tirigal tedel applicants ra esertir liluos lolool taul doswir el gira la suicide ra ngayas erbelaw. Tokubat slomerang al saul amortel school at teal mangmoso ba mamalatuti sa malmokta artel scholarship. Ako taging oswir at talngal kara school ra kuktelgip ya ongerung ang bakara kara wait till time e agimalat kyo makadongan ang klala buti kararang mamal nga lakam na Blasam Ngiraybay MHS class of 2014. Malaway say enggan mo recipient ra Blasam Ngiraybay scholarship RL Arra kara 2022 Mr. Alishay Talmatang Henry.
Now I will call Charge d'Affaires Miss Mayu Hagiwara to please present from Japan Embassy. Yes.
Ngin total angklek Hagiwara Mayu aknera embassy ra siabar ermay. Thank you. I am very pleased to join you today on behalf of Ambassador Karasawa, who unfortunately is out of town at the moment. I would like to thank you for this opportunity today to present very Tokubetsu Award, Japan Ambassador's Award, to Mindszenty High School's most outstanding student in the Japanese language class. This year's award goes to Ms. Jubilee Ungirubun Orkeri. Congratulations.
I will now call Her Excellency Ambassador Jessica Lee to present from Taiwan Embassy. Yeah.
Good morning. Congratulations to class of 56. I'm very delighted to give award for the Mandarin Enrichment Awards to 3 outstanding students who take a Mandarin course and at high school. And I wish this, through this scholarship that can encourage more young men and women to learn Chinese Mandarins and even go further to inspire them to go to Taiwan for higher education. Thank you.
Thank you.
So the 3 outstanding students, the names are gives to
Can you go and help? Go ahead. That is our teacher, Susan Chai. So for third place goes to Mr. Kengit Ngirmang Tour. Second place goes to Miss Chloe Tumakrel Ngiratrang. First place goes to Miss Kristen Rodriguez Takao. Congratulations. Thank you, Ambassador Lee. Moalum etiurak Sumang Foundation, Oltov dara Sumang Deme Memorial Scholarship, El Morarangal Goltov dara High School Rablur Belau. Mindszenty High School Akmalt Mewarungul, El Ngarabal sa Artial Scholarship Rabek Rak, El Diaglobos. Melang en suagal mo amgodongi adodongi el ngia Vice President direkam la Senator em la Minister Miss Sandra Pirantosi malbel biskit tial ngudre el Arak.
Palangil tutawe misolange Mr. Asanuma. Kamararingi la modari 1 years. Ral started tel sumanda me scholarship el momolum rakal mirat Mindszenty High School. Mal togo websal at ngak klo tangal tangat tel meranga. Ma family nga halal to scholarship el alsils. Manggel lo runner up scholarship, Miss Iseko Tammy Williander. Kolngi tergem mengu scholarship ringi matche ringi le mal data klokol mal ngase ringi raskolel mal winsel sawal. Mlarnya announcement ra talge bertem ramla memo makulunda sa singakal aaluit leng maldunga ngak mlengod atial nga certificate tel nga certificate tel morangal karaskur elang makulare dal momi sertel ba bini kalwasa nga aluit lalu bang MSIM le aluit tiang scholarship award del Mr. Tangkami Makaib Agitaya. $1,000 ma certificate taringi. Pamal musulang sumang dami scholarship amal Sabi Alessandra malmal malong nga sarangal ka school. Thank you.
The last award for today, the Cardinal Mindszenty Award, the highest award this school gives out to a deserving student. Is reflective, God-centered, loving, a cultivator of virtues, and a team player. This special award is reserved for a graduating senior who has shown outstanding growth and development in the understanding of Christian values, intellectual progress, and service in the school community throughout his or her 4 years at Mindszenty High School. It is given with the approval of the majority of the teachers and the principal. May I ask Vicar Father Russ Saburot to step forward and present this award. This year, Cardinal Mindszenty Award is given to Mr. Takami Magaib Agitaya.
So lang Padre, congratulations sa Martigal Rocco nila award. Kada normal sa time, el tirakal o kaday matewid, et tobar school, amal mlemring, L'Oreal Giel, raigal mlamomreg, el ewalrak. At teacher Santi Asanuma, amo amadong graduates. Yakulingit Minister of Education, Dr. Del Chengins, Dr. Patrick Telay, Principal Alan Marbo, El May Maboloro sa Diploma.
I present to you the Mindszenty High School class of 2022, the Vincere. They have completed their course of studies and are prepared to go forth as competent, conscientious, and compassionate leaders in service. ready to further their education and serve in their home villages, islands, and nations. When I call your name, please rise. Mr. Stanislaus Felix Talay. Mr. Raymond Akiwo. Mr. Chanti Kel Watanabe. Mr. Christopher Johansson Moses. Mr. Alec Just Senior. Mr. Suryor Birens Mingidap. Miss Mary Joy Serrano. Miss Constance Clamiol Anastasio. Miss Terwe Losyang Howard. Miss Alia Emiko Urasiri. Miss Ngeriam Janaya Alfonso. Miss Chloe Tumakrang Ngiratrang. Mr. Ian Francisco. Mr. Takami Makaib Agitaya. Mr. Frankie Ngiroro Ramon. Mr. Strife Gerald. Mr. Raj Minor Ramota Gibson. Mr. Jeremy Doroteo Olgri. Miss Isego Tami Williander. Miss Jubilee Wingilbong Olgaril. Miss Arenka Ayana Omayrungul Philibert. Miss Celine Buiktil Baltao. Miss Ariana Olbatalel Talay. Miss Alia Kiyoko Sabrain Ngirutang. Mr. Alice Telmatang Henry. Mr. Holden Marau Rulud. Mr. Wete Chiter Mutsuo. Mr. Alonso Sumor. Mr. Bibak Tommy Basilius. Miss Patsy Singego Sway. Miss Julia Choco Paloy. Miss Kristen Rodriguez Tagao. Miss Humiko Dirata Gabgol. Miss Lolme Awesome Wong. Miss Teola Obo Kumangay. Mr. Keng Itz Ngirmang Tour. And Miss Cleo Naomi Mad. Masulang Minister Chengins, Dr. Talay, my Principal Marble. Graduates, please rise. I now call on Dr. Patrick Delay to come forward and confer privileges of the diplomas.
Thank you, MC. Ungil tutay beklobak marugulal. Let me begin by saying before I certify the graduates that our schools is established in accordance to the Canon Law 800, 801, 802, and 803, and we're also chartered by and incorporated by the government and the people of Palau through the Ministry of Education. And I also like to add that there are 2 board members who are not listed in the program. Father Raswa Buro, who's the chair of the board of members, is also the member of the board of directors. And the new president of the PTA, the governor of Melgok, the Honorable Henaro Pulo, is the new member of the board. And now, therefore, by the power vested in me as chairman of the Mindszenty High School Board of Directors, I now pronounce you the graduates of the class of 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present to you the Mindszenty graduates of 2022, the Vincere.
Ako lingit mar graduates lol mal maldi door. Elang swak lol lingit tar seniors mattamoruli all hotel omrang al shawl. And mar adra blidi. Our graduates asari loreng asuri. Our betok al ad ang dital tel omru ang akma di mar adamrir madalir. Mar our graduates malubong tigil adlam terti. Makulingit tar sophomores mabol baraba shorty.
Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory.
And party the locomotion. Oh, there's the rain though. Getting wet over there.
Komal masulang parents mar other tigal tabadang rabal kilarang miw raigal betul rak elang ak madongi Mr. Takami Agitaya senior class president ang mother si ak senior class gift and mara principal marbo.
Ay, principal. Principal. Dan lah, yang kita kelas kita pun dah masuk. Melakti announce. Oi. Ngil to tao everybody. Then ang class gift I give la mul mo school. Give na present rin ma principal. A class gift ramam el class of 22 vincere. Amle one el water blaster. Mokte karingi olong sew mga tmokertel school. Okay. Nanya one el water blaster. One el water dispenser, el shuttleable station, dra second or third floor, munsap el nganya plilaran. Ma 2 HDMI cables and an HDMI converter. Tayo da certificate representing ma principal.
Sulang ita kadamarmal sa lulubang lul at tangak al shields mamal nga crash school ada kal sab mamal ngariak la ka nga sew yar sensei el alrak Mindszenty High School Administration faculty staff mar students amlong ilti Miss Cristel Opano el mo teacher of 2022. Maelang ako lingit tar principal Alan Marbo malme mabol other sheet tel award and mora teacher Cristel Opano. Sulang principal. Congratulations Miss Opano. Aw era bodang sim tel silsergid. Gadang uwa telgi beltam el master graduates. Magas speaker tier el Mr. Kevin Kurt mabalunga sa singer tier. May I have the honored guest to come on the stage and take pictures with the graduates? Ako lingit graduates malutel maraging alir ilalman mal the or algira la benediction prayer. Awir round lungu yak graduate sa motov emran mara mara madala school yaragul ada sab irir mo saygi the omeserti. Ako lingit madabastri ateal elmral mara madala school ebod Podora. Makma madangi at talmatang Henry Malmay Elboskid, a benediction, makulingit marokol ad mabodor.
Podatel ek ledrulu labanklel aadam mangal edaring ulaisay. Adam medasyan nga rayang ada yimal dikkel dibe el alsil semal da sankle medawang asle merubak. Idawang asle merubak ewaragan mulbang kamam al mangiti kay kamam o makra kamam magim na merta el alsil serubak. Idawang asle merubak regal rogul im mangor el mingokra kamam o makra kamam el merta el alsil sen aringin elang. Yimal da sankle merubak idawang saw. Dada sa kung nga angkle lang lagi mas gusto pulo ay say. Mahal edaring pulo ay say.
Arvin Sheria lolmol maldoor yarbek laada sabrin madang ok. Kumpmal musulang.
voices in my mind that say I'm not